just want to pet the scales. This, look, here's a close-up of them so you can see them a bit better. But I just think they're just so amazing. Hi, I feel like I've not been in this room with you, or we haven't, together for a minute from all the traveling, but I'm actually back now. I thought I would do a video on just some stuff that I can't wait to wear for spring. I feel like we're like right there. We had like a lot of rain recently in New York, but it's kind of like calmed down a bit. So this could be it. I can finally start hitting the streets, doing some of my usual interviews that I've told you, I talked about in last week's video, and just get back to some sense of normalcy. We are actually going away as well, Michael and I, for, I know, right? We just got back, but we are going away on a trip. It's not work-wise. It's just like a fun trip for the two of us. I'm really looking forward to it. So I have some things I'm going to be wearing as well. One of them is this shirt, which is ridiculously good. I love this shirt. I love the way it just bows out. Karen coded, because I love a good shirt. The sleeves are they're just so good. Anyway, so things I am looking forward to wearing for spring. Again, nothing is in any particular order. I don't even have this written down. I literally am going to be like freestyling, as I say, just talking at the top of my head. I love fashion so much that I feel like I don't even need to necessarily write it down, because it's just it's just things that's just naturally at the top of my head that I just can't wait to be wearing. Number one is boho. It's one of the things that actually stamped my style aesthetic, or one of them, in the beginning days when I was blogging on Where Did You Get That? One of those things that I kind of put on the back burner again, because I like to play around with different styles and experiment, but boho is always that forever for me, and that's the girl that I've always loved and want to be. I know for me, it is just my forever. I know when I was in Houston recently, in Texas, I wore that dress, that long, flowy yellow dress. Always loved long, flowy dresses. It's just who I am. It's one of those things I just love to do. So I can't wait to wear more of those. Chloe style, 70s vibe, not even Chloe, let's take designer out of it. 70s style, just flowy, long, easy, effortless dresses and skirts and jeans, like even like faded flares, not even these, but just like really like bell bottoms, just super cool, very me coded, like I said. So that's probably the number one that I cannot wait to wear. And you can get that at any different price point. I actually picked up two things, or one thing in particular, a blouse that to me gives me that kind of vibe. So I'm really looking forward to wearing that. Second thing is the color yellow and baby blues and pink. I have been really, case in point, I have really been into like edgyifying, making more edgy pastels. I just think, why do I say pastels? It's pastels, isn't it? Pastels. Get it right. Who says pastel? Baby pink and yellows and blues. Those are my top ones. Lilac less so, even though I do have a lilac vintage shirt, men's shirt. But I just love the look of pastels. I mean, I wore it as well on last week's video, but I just love that look. So anything that has that kind of vibe is very me. This, I love even the cuff of this, how it's kind of loose. And I love even if you just leave it open, just see it just, see how it just feels just kind of cool and laid back, because it has that very mensy kind of cuff. Anything that has that pastel vibe, that is what I'm into. It can also not just be in shirts and tops, but it can also be in sneakers, skirt, it can be in a whole dress. Common theme throughout is just wearing pastels. I just think they're just such a beautiful color that flatters so many of us, right? And I want to be able to pack and wear that as well whilst I'm away. It's just such a flattering color. The sleeve, look at the shoulder, the yoke, the way it goes around. Hold on, put my hair back. The way it goes around like that. It's just so cool. And look at the pocket. It's like a little bit, it's like a slashed pocket, and the way it kind of like triangles out on both sides. I picked this up from Revivo. You know how much I've been partnering with them. I think it's been like 2 years now. I picked up some really cool pieces. Like I said, I want to bring them with me when we go away soon. I like working with them because I like their philosophy of not having a massive inventory. They cut down on that waste, which I prefer. They would rather pieces just sell and be gone, like sell out, rather than having like a huge amount of them and just be sitting on that landfill number of pieces. So that kind of ethical side on having like minimal quantity, and it's always like a nod to wearing fashion forward, but without a direct copy of anything that's, you know, that I've seen on the runway. So I love them for that. But this is such a great shirt, right? Cotton material, just nice and kind of like structured. So I thought I would pair it with their denim skirt, and I love a good midi skirt. You lot know that already, and I thought this one was just so good, so simple in that dark denim. Goes in at the back, leather looking belt that it comes with because it's completely removable. And any of your skinny leather belts, when you think about it, if you've got like a slim leather belt, it's just, it feels so, feels chic, you know? Super easy to wear. This is going to be great to wear with a pair of flip-flops, open toe sandals, a plain t-shirt in the city, this particular skirt. And I love that it's like a darker denim. It almost reminds you of Japanese denim in a little bit, just that very kind of like dark indigo wash. Very flattering. It doesn't like go in. It just skims not too much material because it's cropped like that. Of course, you know I have a code. There's always going to be a code. The purple skirt as well. And I am a slip skirt and a slip dress girly. I just think they're forevers. They're so 90s, but they're also just so now. Such a nice color, because it's going to pair so well with pastels, like with baby blues and with pastels. You can imagine just like a pair of like simple flip-flops and an old like band tee or something. That's how I imagine like wearing this skirt, like, you know, into like the summer. And because it's so thin, you can just roll it up in your suitcase and just pack it. So easy, beautiful color, right? I always size up in everything from Urban Revivo because I just like it to fit like this. So I will leave all the links to everything I've got, and next to it I'm going to put the size that I am wearing, so that way you get an idea of what size to get. I'm a US size 8, UK size 12, 5'7". Oh, look at everything that they make always just goes in at the back. You never have to worry about it gaping. They always, the cuts of everything is just so well done. And I don't have a slip skirt in this color at all. Oh my God, this is so good. Hold on, let me just get the mic on. Wait. Oh, this is sick. I knew this was going to be sick, and it is. Yes. It's a short skirt, but it's clever because a pair of shorts underneath in a thin liner material. And I love like the frill of the, isn't this good? This is probably like one of my favorite pieces. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I got nothing like this. And I love it together and worn as separates. That's why I got it, because this is going to look just as good with denim, any of my skirts, or vice versa with this. Just wear this with like an oversized shirt, like an oversized men's shirt. Oh, this looks so sick together. Of course, it goes in at the back. Very Isabel Marant Etoile inspired. Very Parisian cool girl. I don't need to ask you, I just know it looks good. Just adding just like a simple kind of boho. Remember I was saying the whole boho bag? This is also Urban Revivo. It's like a soft suede-like cool crescent shape with the fringing on both sides. And it's got an adjustable strap, so you can wear it as long and as short as you want. I have it on its longest at the moment. And I just love the way it hits where the skirt is, like the short skirt and a little bit of a longer, you know, a longer bag. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, this set is coming away with me for sure. Yeah, this looks so good. Material feels thick. It has like this tapestry patchwork-ish design. Their pockets, they're not just for show, they are functioning. It's so sick, right? Wear it open as well. You don't have to wear it buttoned up. That's just how I'm showing it. Very Marant inspired, if I do say so myself. And there is a code. Sorry, I'm yelling. As usual, I'll put it on the screen for you right here. You are very welcome. The pricing of Urban Revivo is very, very affordable anyway. But then they slap on a code, which they give to me. Thank you for giving me those codes to share with you. So make sure you apply the code. It's on the screen. Use it, get even more off. Get this first. Also got this suede effect skirt, built-in belt. And I love like the detail on that belt as well. Can you see right there? Just a little Western OB style statement belt. So cool, these pieces. They're so, so cool. I love them. The feel of the skirt as well. The way they cut these is that it goes in as well. The paneling that goes all the way around, and it's in that beautiful brown, which is still like I feel like brown is still like very much a hot color for this, even into spring. It was for all of fall and winter. And I feel like it still is because it's one of those perennial colors that just suits so many skin tones. This is such a good skirt. This is exactly what I was talking about. Chloe-esque vibe. Please ignore this white thing. This is my microphone. Look at these sleeves. I haven't even done them up yet, but this is a good opportunity to show. Look at the fullness of this sleeve. Poet sleeves, the real deal. Look at the gathering and look at that material. Look at this width. The width is almost the height of this YouTube screen. That's how wide this sleeve is. Just so beautiful. Really flattering, very Chloe inspired. Almost Saint Laurent as well. Beautiful, and it's semi-sheer, so it's pretty, you know what I mean? So this is me wearing it longer at the back, just kind of half tuck it so you can see the belt of the skirt. Really pretty. Look at that. Stunning, romantic boho, really gorgeous. And then you know how I'm going to wear it with my vintage boots. This is a very Karen look. I love it. Super soft. This also just dressed down with like denim. This is beautiful enough to go out for evenings in, for if you're going out for like lunch, any kind of like dinner or date night. Like a skirt as well that's also in a similar color. This is sick. Obviously you can have it tucked all the way in. Do you know what I mean? Just that feels like a nod to the trends of spring, summer 2025 without kind of hitting you over the head with it. It's beautiful. I wanted to quickly see how the blouse, cream blouse looked with this. There's something kind of cool about this, just, I don't know, just being longer at the back and then you just see the front. So cool too. I knew this wouldn't look good together and it does. This super classic white shirt. I'll always have a shirt like this, but what I like about it is that it's actually a one piece. So it's a bodysuit. So it's one of those. You can't tell, obviously. It's always going to fit just right, but it is a bodysuit. You can actually see it right there. It just sits at the right spot in your work wardrobe. It's just one of those effortless, easy shirts, and that's why I took it. This is I have a couple of denim skirts from Urban, and whenever I do purges, I hold on to their skirts because they fit me so well, I find, the cuts of their skirts. This with a pair of heels, like if you're in a casual work environment, but you're senior, very easy to wear. Obviously you can wear it going all the way up. Last skirt that I picked up, and it has this beautiful kind of like asymmetric handkerchief, almost like torn hem. And I'm just pairing it with that same bodysuit. And that's how good this bodysuit is. It's very slim. I didn't want any of this bulking of the skirt to show. This is the bodysuit that you get. Like dressy cocktails after work. I think you just like swap out like whatever shoes you had on and just put like something a bit higher or whatever, bang on some lipstick. Nice enough to be able to wear for like a wedding as well, because it's so pretty. And you just have like a really pretty top. I had to come in sideways because look how nice it looks. Wow, look at the Urban Revivo. What are you doing to me? It's giving Jacquemus. So sleek. Here it is from the front so you can see. It is gorgeous. This is one of those one and done dresses, drawing in the stomach to make it really kind of flattering with this built-in hardware. Look how long the sleeves are. You know, I have long arms. These little touches make it look so much more expensive than what it is. Chocolate brown, look at the length of it. Beautiful, so chic. All brown. I'm gonna leave a code on the screen, any of the pieces. Super flattering on a lot of us, I reckon, something like, oh, wow. This is good. This is a really great dress. Probably if I'm going out to an event and I'm not sure what to wear, I would wear this dress. Dress it down with a pair of like flats. It's a very chic dress. Wow, and that gorgeous flattering brown as well. Urban did it again. A neutral color like brown is like the perfect color to be wearing. And this dress is just chef's kiss. Really well done. Anyway, the code is on the screen. I'll leave all the links in the description box as I always do, plus the sizes that I got in everything. So I'm going to come down here because I want to show you just some other things that I'm looking forward to wearing for the spring and the summer. Hold on, let's bring it up a little bit further. Boots. Now, I'm a year-round lover of boots anyway, even especially during the spring and summer, because I like to juxtapose those with all my skirts and dresses and stuff like that. So I am going to show you the style of boot I'm really looking forward to wearing this spring in particular, which is a good pair of Western boots. Now, I feel like boots is one of those things where you just got to find the style that is very much you. And once you have, then you are good to go. And I think for me, I am looking forward to like wearing my Western boots. I have 3 pairs I'm going to show you. These are, 2 of them are what I picked up from Texas. You can already see them a little bit there. These are from Paris and I picked them from a vintage shop. They're actually a size too big, but I love the style of them so much that I took them because they're just so sick. But I just love the juxtaposition, like I said, of just wearing like a flowy skirt like the ones I showed you earlier with a boot. That is like the perfect, to me, it's like the perfect combination. That is my uniform. I could dress like that every single day and not wear anything else. But these are a close-up of them so you can see. I feel like I've already shown them before, but they're so good, right? The color combination of those browns, heart right there. So these were just epic. The color combo, like I said, is just perfection for me. So I got those from Houston, Texas, where I just was last week. I picked up 2 pairs and you can see them right here. So they are all snake skin, python, and I actually have a 3rd one, but that's like a half snake skin and half leather. And that one you can see on my TikTok if you want to. But I'm just going to show you the python ones because these are my first ever all python snake boots. I just think they're so badass. This one is to wear because I love the neutrality of them. I think I just invented a word. Is that a word? Please comment below. Is neutrality a word? But for me, that is something that I cannot wait. In the wintertime, you can still wear these in the winter, but if you've got to deal with like any snow or like salt thrown on the sidewalk, that can really erode and damage your shoes. When it's spring, all bets are off. Interchangeable temperatures going up and down, so you're wearing multiple layers. You can still get away with wearing boots because it's not the height of summer, it's like 95 degrees plus. So these are like the perfect in between. And for me and my style, I just think it's just, the smell of them is so good. They're amazing. But these are just, I just want to pet the scales. Look, here's a close-up of them so you can see them a bit better. But I just think they're just so amazing, right? Obviously I haven't worn them yet. That's why they still got like the tags on here. But they are just so, I just am in love with these. That kind of ombre effect and it being a little bit lighter on the front and darker on the sides. They're just such a beautiful, well-made boot. So I'm really looking forward to wearing those. And I think I told you already, did I show you the boot jack? Yeah, I did in last week's video. So taking these off now, all my boots is a breeze. Even like the Kate boots you saw me wearing before, my brown ones. Any boot is easy to remove because you just, I don't need to explain. I've talked ad nauseum about this bloody gadget. But these are the other ones as well that I can't wait to wear. I love the edginess of these because of that high contrast. It's more like a eggshell color and then the black. They feel so edgy, rock and roll. Python as well, which is my first. I will not cut these in half. I want to transition my wardrobe from wearing thinner, looser, boho style kind of, which I mentioned before, pieces and just anchoring them with the contrast of a good boot. And these to me are such a good one to go with. So I'm loving these. Words cannot express. I mean, this is very personal, this particular video. I'm not like sort of teaching you about things you should wear, but you can take what I'm interested in, exciting for wearing for me, and then think about it for you. And if you're not into cowboy boots, just think about the kind of boot style that you are into, and you can wear those instead. Or don't even bother with cowboy boots or boots in general. You know, you might not be a boot person. You might just be more like a loafer person, or maybe you're into sneakers more. It really is about your personal style. As I've always said, you pick what is your style. I'm just sharing my personal style. And for me, wearing a cowboy boot is just one of those things that is never going to date. I will always be a Western girl because, as I've said before, my TikTok or my Instagram, I've been a Western cowboy boot girl my entire adult life at this point. So it's clearly something that's not a trend. Even if it was a trend now, I'll always be wearing these because I just love how they look on me and they just fit seamlessly into my wardrobe aesthetic. And another thing that I'm looking forward to wearing is, and I'm not sure if I've already shown this on YouTube or not, which is I'm looking to wear interesting, unique jacket. I used to, every time it was spring, talk about like, oh, what I want to wear for spring and recommending spring things. And it was always the blazer, and it still is. I'm not gonna lie, I have my blazers and I still will wear them. But for this 2025, I'm trying to lean a little bit further into seeking out and rotating in interesting jackets, things that's unique, things that I don't see everyone wearing. And especially in my line of work, I find that, it's like a goldfish bowl. So yeah, like I was saying, I feel like, let me just show you the jacket first. So this is a vintage leather scallop shirt jacket that I picked up. And this is going to be perfect to wear. It's so unique for me to wear, and it's very a Karen thing. Trying to make sure that I'm sticking to marching to the beat of my own drum. I am not 100% perfect, and I do get influence just like a lot of us do, but I'm trying to always remember what my DNA is in terms of my style, and to not get too affected by what others are wearing. Because, for example, I remember there was a time I was seeing the barn jacket being worn a lot. It was like, 2 months ago, maybe? It was like all over the place. And I felt like on my For You page, everyone was into like the barn jacket. And then before that, there was something else, insert whatever their trend was. So, and I must admit, initially I thought, oh, the barn jacket, that's not even a new style. That's been around for a long time. I remember even thinking to myself, oh, well, yeah, I like that. But then I stopped myself because I thought, what am I doing? I'm being influenced. I had to like stop and have self-awareness. And especially, like I said, in my line of work, to show what is new, as well as to style and help provide inspiration as well for that, whether it's new pieces or existing pieces. That's kind of my job in a nutshell. I just sort of realized that, I need to be very careful and to just be very more selective, because you can sort of get lost in it and sort of feel like, oh, I need to be buying that because it's trending and because it seems to be popular and that's what's getting the most likes. And that is not what it's really about. It can feel like it's what it's about if this is your job and this is your career, because a lot of times clicks and stuff like that means something to many brands, and it just does. But I need to realize as well that it truly is about marching to the beat of your own drum, and to cherry pick and be very selective of what you see online, and to choose what is truly you. Western boots, I noticed, or Western in general, was having a moment. Beyonce, the whole Renaissance tour, I think that's what really exploded it. But I know for me, I've always been that way. So, you know what I mean? So it's like that. Choose what is truly relevant to you. So that was a very long-winded way. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there for a moment, but I think it's important to have these discussions. I'm not just standing here sitting for the next 15 minutes or whatever, and then talking to you as if, wear this and I'm going to wear this, so you should get this and blah, 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 blah. I need to move on, and just think about what is true value. And for me, it's trying to be as unique as you can. Of course, I'm going to have things that you'll see on your For You page as well. As I said, I'm not perfect, but I think it's a valuable, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a good way to think and to kind of have that mantra in your wardrobe and in your mind, therefore, of being careful with what you're buying so that it really does reflect you, and you're not just influenced and just wearing someone else's style because you liked it on them, so you're buying it. The moment you see it, you're putting it on, you're getting flashes of the person who influenced you. It's no longer really you. You're just kind of making it work for how you saw it represented, versus it just being you all by itself without needing any reference points at all. I can't wait to wear this. In fact, it's actually a pretty cloudy day I was going to say in St. Lucia. God, that shows you when it happens when you travel too much. In New York, this would be the perfect thing to just throw on with something plain, and I'll just let this be the hero and just to stand out. It's just so cool. Or maybe even like with a mixed prints, because I love doing mixed prints. So I could just do that and wear this with it. And just to walk down the street. When I was at the Vestiaire Collective Louisa Via Roma event, And it was talking about the rise in pre-loved luxury and in fashion and designer luxury, and how there's just more interest in that. And there was somebody on stage, she is a celebrity stylist as well as a fashion editor. And she talked about how, because somebody asked her, what does she look for when she sees people? What is to her a good outfit or a good look? And she said, don't want to necessarily see someone who's just wearing head to toe, just designer pieces thrown onto them. You know, anyone can do that. It's more about, she is more impressed by somebody who is finding and carving out their own identity and their own style by adding in, there is something quite admirable to see someone who's wearing something that's pre-loved. I'm not making this from a scoffing, judgy kind of, I'm standing on my soapbox saying I'm better than anyone else. That's not what I'm trying to say. And neither was she. She was just trying to say that in her honest opinion, she has noticed, that was it. Whenever she stops to compliment someone on what they're wearing, so she doesn't even know, she says, oh my God, I love that outfit. And then she'll ask them like, oh, where did you get, blah, 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 blah. And she says that almost 10 out of 10, they're wearing something that's pre-loved, a pre-loved designer something, but it's mixed in with current. She was just saying how she just has noticed that, in her opinion, there is something really cool about that, because it's somebody who has an appreciation for fashion and for style, and not just from the point of view of here's what is the latest new in things. It's, I love fashion deeply enough where I have taken the time to source out buying this, I don't know, JPG jacket, or this Vivienne Westwood brooch, or this Vivienne Westwood corset, but I'm wearing it with a pair of like current wide leg flares or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's that mix. And I think that's what she was talking about, and how when she compliments someone, they tend to be wearing that mix. And I understand exactly what she was trying to say. I hope I'm making sense. The joy is in the mix. It's throwing it all in together and just doing that. It's stirring the pot. And that is the magic. It's what comes out. It's that recipe of pieces. I love how I've just come up with like food as like the metaphors to explain about coming up with a good outfit. I'm rambling a lot. Let me know what you think in the comments below about what I'm saying, because it's something that's been on my mind a lot the past few days and weeks, and just really thinking about it and trying to just stay true to who I am. And as a result, hope that you following me will stay true to who you are as well. Wow, that just came out of nowhere, didn't it? So another one I can't wait to look forward to wearing, this kind of makeup, these gems I've got right here. Now, I am wearing a face of makeup right now, but I have to tell you, but I have got, so, I mean, it's not a good example today because I've got like eye makeup on. And I'm wearing like this gorgeous, oh my God, oh, I have to show you these. I know I wasn't gonna actually put these in, but I have to. Stay right there. I love this blue that is on my eye because it looks so good. Wait, just stay there. I just wanna get this out for you. Sephora brand, and these are so killer. I think I've mentioned these before in another video, but I have to quickly show these now. So I'm just so excited. I'm talking really fast. But this is I like the idea of in the spring, summer, just wearing more color on the face in general, but in a very washed out, transparent, cool way. I just feel like your skin needs to be good first. You've got to work on your skincare first, because once you've got that foundation of good skincare, then kind of makeup, that kind of aesthetic looks better. So I, for one, have been really working on my skin, my diet, so that, you know, just drinking lots of water if I can remember, which I need to right now, and just being careful of the acne triggers that cause me to get spots, because I know what those are for me, and just focusing on my skincare, SPF every day, etc. That way the skin is set up good, so the makeup looks good. The better your skin, the better the makeup is on it. This too is what I've got on my face right now as far as my eyes is concerned. I'll come in so you can see. So I've got like a real bluey kind of eye makeup that is on my eyes at the moment. I've got like blue eyelashes and blue eyeliner, and it's this, and it's these two. This is by Sephora. It comes in different colors, this mascara, and it is super blue. It's just, oh, that's what your eyelashes look like. And it looks so pretty, and it's such a low lift in terms of effort with makeup. And I get the matching cobalt retractable pencil, which is right here, which is great because you don't have to sharpen it because it's just retractable. And the combination together is just so nice. I'm just trying to put a little bit on if you like, because it just looks so good together. It goes on so easily, and it doesn't disturb your waterline at all, because all eyeliners, I've noticed, make me tear up. They just do, but this doesn't. I can just talk and add it at the same time. It's a really good, strong color payoff as well, and it lasts all day. It doesn't budge. This will stay until you take it off in the evening or whenever you take it off. So I love these two, so I'm going to link them. But I think these are really good, like spring into summer makeup, especially if you start to go away, because I find like when I'm going away, especially if it's a very hot country, I don't even want to go with the foundation because it's just going to slide onto my chest. And I just feel like my skin is suffocating. So I want to put the barest minimum of makeup on, but still have a difference than how I look without anything. So this is a good combination because you don't really sweat around your eyelashes, not that much. Really, really striking. You could just go with the mascara alone, for God's sakes, because your eyelashes don't sweat. There's no pores on your eyelashes, it's hair. Just getting this alone. I'll link all of this below for you, but honestly, it comes in different colors. I'm going to get another color of this. So really excited about that. Then there is this Chanel palette. Now this is so beautiful. And that's why I'm putting this in. It is a multi-use eyeshadow and highlighter palette. So you decide what you want to use where on your face. But I love this particular combination on my skin color. It's just such a beautiful quad of colors, and often I'll just take a big brush, swirl it, and I'll just put it on my temples, because you see where I'm a bit more shiny here, which I'll talk about in a moment. You could just swirl it on there, and it gives the most beautiful, believable glow, like pearl sheen to your skin. Beautiful, no glitter in it. It's expensive, but it's beautiful on. For a lower budget price version, you can get this from L'Oreal, which is called a Lumi Le Glace. And they sent me a few of these, and I absolutely love them. I have about 2 or 3 that's in my makeup bag. This is one of them. I think I showed this already in the previous video, but it comes in this tube. And this is the kind of spring, summer even makeup that I'm really looking forward to make. It just glides on. It's purse friendly. You just literally, I've done this before already, but I'm just gonna put a bit more on because I don't care. You just slide it on like that, and you just have this gorgeous sheen. I'm not sure if you can even see it, but it just looks so, so pretty. Oh my God, I can't say enough for how it goes on so easy. And I remember I was at a candlelit dinner. I think I said this in another video, and somebody was complimenting me on my skin. And I think it's because of wearing that, because it gave such a beautiful, glowy, dewy look. And I know it was that did it. In terms of a foundation that I'm really liking, this Givenchy is really nice because it gives like a very realistic looking, first it covers, and 2, it looks very skin-like. And that's why I like it. So I'm looking to wear more makeup that is just very skin-like, has a beautiful kind of dewy look, but a controlled dewy look. Yes, I'm so glad I said controlled. Wait, this is why, because you don't want to be like sweating all over, right? Because there's a difference between the dewy glowy and just looking like a hot mess, right? Just like your whole face is sliding around. Oh, Danessa Myricks. These are called the Blurring Balm Powder. It's like a primer, but a mattifying one. You use this, it almost looks like a tub of like, I don't know, hardened Vaseline. I swirl it around with my hand, and it's the first thing I put on my face after my skincare. And you just put it on any areas that you don't want to oily and look shiny. They look almost the same. I mean, I haven't used this one, but this is how it looks without opening it. This is how it looks before you're using it besides my nose, on my nose, my T-zone basically, and my chin. I've already started using this a little bit, so you can see a tiny bit of a dent, and I have another one as well. But they both do exactly the same thing, and then you apply your usual like foundation and stuff on top. But this helps to calm down any areas that like sweaty. So for me, these kind of tools are perfect for the spring. Like, oh, because the temperature's going up and you want to wear less makeup, have a more dewy kind of look of everything. This has been so good to have. I didn't know I was going to love these as much as I do. These are by Chanel, and these are their tinted lip balms. I've tried lip balms before, tinted lip balms, and I don't really see anything. These ones I notice on my lips, but they have different colors. They have a purple one. It's like a purpley burgundy one, and I was wearing that a lot during the winter time. You don't need a mirror to put this on. It's so easy. You can just be talking and just put it on because it just goes on so easily. You don't need lip liner. This is for anybody who wants to put a little something on their lips and get a lip liner first, and you just don't want to do all that. You just want to have something that's like and then that's it, and it makes a difference on your day. That's what these are. So I'm going to show you. I don't have anything on at the moment. I can already see on the bottom lip. Look at my lips, right? And it feels beautiful on. It literally feels like silk. There you go. I can see the color. It's like a beautiful, like translucent, like a sheer pink. This is what I'm talking about. So easy to put on. Put as much or as little as you want. No lip liner needed. And I put that in my bag and I am good for the rest of the day. I'm wearing a very pale pink one. I have a few of them. One that's more like an orangey peachy color. The way my lips feel, love it. We're going away soon, like I mentioned earlier, and I'm packing probably everything that I just showed you right here in this video. Finger friendly, just easy, colorful, but easy to use makeup. And what's interesting about that is I saw that was kind of the looks that I was seeing anyway during the spring summer 25 shows and collections. When you look at in the backstage footage and any of the makeup that you saw from then, it was that same kind of thinking and ethos, letting your natural skin and beauty show through, and maybe having one thing that's an accent of pared down and just lets the clothes stand out. In terms of bags, now this is going to be the last comp. Now, in terms of bags, I'm going to be kind of running the gamut for this spring. I feel like I'm going to be dipping into bags of the past somewhat, as well as mixed with suedes of the now and of the past, although I don't have a suede bag from the past. But I feel like also looking for things that's just a little bit more unusual as well. Something else that is maybe a different color that you wouldn't normally expect from a brand that you know, or there's just something about the bag that's different. And it's a cross section of like new, old, etc. So I'm going to show you first this Saint Laurent bag, which is like the perfect box to tick off for suede, because suede is like a perennial. Every fall and every spring, I think that suede is like such a beautiful like in between material to wear, whether it's in your clothing or in your bags. And this one in this olive green is such a good year-round color, and this is something I want to wear way more in the springtime. I got this in Paris and I just love the boho vibe of it. Again, it just goes back to aesthetics. So for me, that whole like, loose, everything loose and flowy and, just very kind of semi-transparent, flowing with the boots, that's very much my vibe. So this kind of bag just slots perfectly into that. So I'm looking forward to just wearing this one. Also along with that, I'm looking to get into wearing this one. This is from Altuzora and it's called a drum bag. I wore it during New York Fashion Week and they very kindly let me have this to keep, which I was like, what? Okay. It's got panels of leather and suede. Going back to the suede again, but it's the shape. It's so different, isn't it? I love that they call it the drum bag because, to be honest with you, it kind of is, isn't it? So I just love that about it. It's just a very sort of pineapple shape. It's not what you would usually expect to see when you're walking down the road, is it? A bag like this. It just feels very individual. It's very much like, oh, what bag is that? Because what bag is it? How would you know? You wouldn't know, would you? There's no logos on it. You don't really see anyone walking down the street wearing this bag. So it's just, and I think it's a great bag. I love it. So I think this, combined with the right outfits, is going to look really, really cool to wear during the spring and summer. So I'm going to be dipping back into my archival bags. So like my Balenciaga, you know, the old ones I have. This is from 2006, and I have a black from 2005. These are the OG bags under the creative director of Nicolas Gasquet. And so I just love how just worn in and battered to pieces these bags are. These are like archive at this point in time. So I'm really looking forward to wearing that. Discontinued color in cactus. This particular color, love Kelly green. For me, I would just contrast it and just wear it with things that's the exact opposite. Super ladylike with something the polar opposite. Key things, makeup, the outerwear, the bags, just the key thing. Do you know what? Oh yeah, the shoes. I'm saying, I didn't even talk about shoes. I'm not going to do sandals or anything because I think we're too early. I think those boots are like the main thing I really want to lean into. There is my loafers as well. I'm very much a boot and a loafer girl, so I'm going to wear my loafers as well. Those are the two things I think shoe-wise you're going to be seeing me wearing the most during this spring season. But anyway, that is it. I just wanted to really just sit down, have a nice chit chat with you about what are the trends and what I think I personally am going to be wearing for the spring and summer, and just make the most sense for my wardrobe. I hope that you got some inspiration to think about what is unique to you and the things that you most want to wear for your wardrobe for this season. Subscribe if you have not already. Remember that there is a code for the Urban Revivo pieces I've picked up. You can already tell one of my favorites, but they just killing it. They really are. So good on them for like continuing to like push the level up. But I will leave the code for you on the screen. Again, all the links in the description box below and the sizes that I got in everything, which hopefully does help. I will see you on TikTok and Instagram. You know the drill already between now and next week, Friday.